And the athletes have taken to the field here for this gold medal matchup, our final matchup of this afternoon's coverage here. It is the Recurve men's team event. Shooting for the gold medal on target number 1 is the team of Japan. Their road here to the gold medal matchup consisted of defeating India, upsetting the number 1 ranked Korean team, and then knocking off number 5 United States, who ended up winning the bronze medal a little bit earlier on in our telecast. And shooting on target number 2, the team from France. France defeated Poland, then Ukraine, followed by Great Britain to find themselves here in the gold medal matchup of the Recurve men's team event. France qualified in the number 3 spot, while Japan qualified in the number 8 spot. And these two teams go head-to-head momentarily to determine who is winning the gold medal here in stage 2 of the Archery World Cup in Antalya, Turkey.
Yes, and in perfect conditions. No rain, no sun, no wind, so looking forward to this match.
First up on the target is France.
Mr. Valladont opens with a 9. It's a good solid opening.
Actif. Propre jusqu'au bout.
Young Gael Prevost opens on the 7th. Newcomer of the French team.
Correct, c'est bon.
He's not gonna be really happy with that one.
Petit peu long, Gael.
The level of the archer we just saw from France, really high in qualification. Same level as Romain Girouille shooting now.
Yes. Allez, c'est bien.
Japan will now take to the target. Interesting matchup between these two teams. The gold medal final of this event, as we see right now in front of us, features the silver and bronze medalists from last year's World Championship. These teams met last September at the Shanghai World Cup, where Japan won their 1-8 elimination match, 221-218. However, France won their most recent encounter, the semifinals of the Asian Grand Prix in February of this year, by a score of 222-218. So it sets up an interesting matchup here in this gold medal contest in Antalya, Turkey, here at the stage 2 of this World Cup. 3 arrows are in the books for both teams, with unofficially Japan holding a 26-25 lead. Of course, they'll look at that third French arrow to determine what exactly it is, and 9 or a 10, but unofficially a 1-point lead.
Allez, jusqu'au bout, solide. Bien, Titi,
That's
super.
a good comeback after his first arrow.
20 secondes. Allez, solide, on l'accompagne jusqu'au bout. 5.
Romain Girouille with a 9 on the line.
9 points on the line.
Slightly to the right. Slightly to the right.
52 for France.
Points.
Okay.
Not only is he one of the top shooters in Japan, he is also the coach of the top university team in the country, Kikuchi University, not far from Osaka. And in 8, Japan shooting out the right side. It's a good group, but it's on the right side of center.
Final shot here in this first end.
Nice job for Hideki.
finishes it with a 10, and boy, did he need that. That puts him into a tie here after 6 arrows. Tied at 52 unofficially. France and Japan, of course, the officials will take a closer look at that French shot, the 3rd shot overall, as it's a 9-10 liner, and they'll determine what exactly the score is.
Yeah, maybe it's a draw, maybe they're 1 point ahead. We just have to wait and see what the line judge is going to call the arrow.
As some of the members of the women's French team look on and cheer on their teammates here in this gold medal matchup.
Waiting for the call.
Both agents are patiently waiting the judge's decision. They're bringing out the magnifying glass, which is interesting. How often does this happen?
Well, not that often, but yeah, if you're shooting for a gold medal, you want to have someone take a look at that one with a magnifying glass.
And this is something that exactly it. It could be the difference between the, winning the gold or claiming the silver.
Yeah, well, if it turns up once, maybe twice in a match like this, it's much. So normally this sport doesn't need a judge's call to decide who's winning or not.
Because right now it's taking a little bit longer than what they're used to, and it looks like they've come to a decision as they're pulling away some of the arrows, and we're just waiting for confirmation on the scoreboard. Right now, an unofficial total of 52, and they will give the French team the extra point there. 53-52. And definitely a little bit of a confidence boost going into the next 6 arrows here as the judges signal on that the athletes are ready to take position. And shooting first will be Japan on target number 1.
Okay.
Arrow number 8.
Suetake with a 6 off the ball.
That's not what they need this time. That's a good recovery after those the bad arrow before this one.
Helps the cause with that 10. Now it's over to target number 2 and France. Great shot.
Allez, Titi. Allez, actif. Du rythme. Jusqu'au bout. On l'accompagne. C'est ça, Titi. C'est bien.
second shot is a 9.
Allez, on encourage.
Increasing their lead, considering Japan shot a 6 on the second one.
Allez, solide. Et on est dessus. Jusqu'au bout. C'est ça, Romain. Allez.
Great start. Right now, through 9 arrows, France has increased their lead to 82-77 in this gold medal matchup. Target 1 Japan now on the starting line.
They need arrows in the yellow to keep up with France or to gain some points.
Okay.
There's a 9.
Okay.
Really good group for Japan. It's on the right side of the gold.
Arrow number 12.
And another 9.
Another 9 for Japan, finishes it up
Okay.
12 arrows, 104 points. Final 3 arrows of this end, and they belong to France.
Moins derrière. On ferme. Active jusqu'au bout. Et on reste dessus. C'est ça, JC. Allez, Titi.
30 seconds on the clock, 2 arrows to go.
Du rythme.
So they got to hurry a little bit.
Et on reste dessus jusqu'au bout. On l'accompagne. C'est ça, Titi. Super. Allez, Romain. 15 secondes. 10.
10 seconds remaining.
Solide jusqu'au bout. Dessus. 5, 4.
And a 7 for Romain.
I think the time pressure was on, and
I was just going to ask you that, hearing your coach tell you the time, which is pretty much standard, but knowing in the back of your mind you don't have as much time, does that play a factor in your mind?
of course it's going to distract anyways. You have to know how many seconds you've left, but you're hearing it, and when you're hearing it, you're thinking, okay, come on, just do the shot, shoot it, and then you shoot it, and it's a lack of concentration, and he shoots a 7.
Yeah, because you saw the results there, and that's exactly what it was. He didn't have the proper time, and that's something that perhaps the coaching staff there with the team from France is going to have to say, listen, guys, we have to even out the time properly and make sure that, our last shot, our last shooter of the round, or the end, I should say, has the proper amount of time.
That's very important, especially in matches like this. You need to keep calm. You need to focus 100%. And when you are under time pressure, it's so hard to focus. You just saw Brady Allison. It's one of the he's the best at the moment. He won the gold. He can deal with it, but it's very tough to deal with the time pressure here in the team round.
And that's some of the challenges of team play, and it happens at every level. And we're seeing evidence of it here in this gold medal matchup between Japan and France. Currently, 12 arrows are in the book. We're in the midway point of this championship match. France holding a 108-104 lead. Only 4 points separate these two teams. And of course, we still have 12 arrows to go as we determine who walks out of Antalya, Turkey with that prized gold medal. Target 1 in Japan up on the starting line, and
And it's a 9.
records a 9 to start things off here.
Yeah, well, 4 points halfway isn't that a big gap. So, if you want to keep hitting the yellow, there's a good chance of gaining some points.
Okay.
9.
Consistency, as you say, will be key if they are to make up these points, and that's exactly what the goal is for this team from Japan. And of course, France has to maintain consistency if they're going to walk away with this gold medal.
This was very, very welcome.
jeu. Bien engagé. Et ça va au bout. Solide. Et on reste dessus.
And again, taking a lot of time in this first arrow of France.
Bien agité.
Scores a 10, but
Great shot, but exactly
Allez, Gael.
that. Are we going to
Girouille.
run into a situation where they're speeding things up at the end? We're soon to find out.
Allez, solide devant, Titi. Tu mets du rythme. Tu fermes, tu l'accompagnes jusqu'au bout. Ça. Bien. Allez, Romain.
Back-to-back 10s for France.
Allez, on s'engage. Et on l'accompagne jusqu'au bout. Solide. Ça.
8 points.
Faut régler un peu, Romain.
10, 10,
Règle un
8.
peu.
6-point lead for France at 15
C'est bien.
arrows, 9 shots to go.
a 4-point lead for France at this time. Matching up the 9-9-10 of Japan.
10-9-1.
Ok, ok.
Probably a 10, maybe
They're calling it a 10 right now.
says it's a 10. He's got a better angle on it from where he is. And there's a 7.
7 points, and that's very critical there.
Yeah, the middle archer of Japan has a hard time today in the team round. Maybe it's the tension or the pressure, I don't know.
There's a lot on the line here in this gold medal matchup, and we're seeing evidence of it on both of these teams, both the good and the bad.
2 sevens here from the team of Japan, and that opens the door for the team of France.
Et on l'accompagne jusqu'au bout.
But they have to make sure they got enough
Solide,
time to finish the
équilibré.
end.
8 points.
Now this second shooter here, the fifth shot of this end, this is key now because he has
Allez,
been
Gael.
using up a lot of
Fort
time.
devant.
Right now the clock's at 26 seconds.
Du rythme. Et on l'accompagne jusqu'au bout. Ça.
8 points.
Allez, on règle un peu les gars.
Last
On
shooter
monte
will
un
have
peu, là.
19 seconds, and we'll see what can happen here.
15 secondes.
Last time he was in this situation, he scored a 7 and was rushed.
5, 4, 3. C'est ça, Romain.
8 points.
3 seconds remaining, shoots an 8.
4-point lead for France with 6
And now
arrows remaining.
18 arrows are confirmed.
C'est bien tiré maintenant.
160, 156. France leads.
Japan's definitely louder.
C'est en train de sécher.
6
et,
arrows remaining here in this gold medal matchup in the Recurve team men's event.
Puis en plus, c'est bien engagé, donc forcément. Allez.
Six arrows to go in this gold medal match. 4 points difference. Can and will France hold on to their lead? Or will Japan gain some points to force a shoot-off or even to win this match?
4-point lead for France is confirmed on the board. Gambare, Nihon.
Six arrows remaining.
Our victory ceremony will be taking place immediately following the conclusion of this gold medal final, so please stay with us, spectators.
Japan will shoot first on target number 1. 6 arrows remaining here in this gold medal matchup, the Recurve men's team event.
9.
Ok, ok.
9 points. Good shot. You want to hit the yellow, especially the 10 ring.
Ça, しっかりこう。
This archer has been struggling the last few ends.
Ok, ok. ちょい上。攻めてこう。OK! ナイスショット。
10 points.
Allez, loin derrière. Actif. Et on l'accompagne jusqu'au bout, dessus. Bien vissé.
It's enough. When they stay and hitting the gold, these three arrows, they will match up with the arrows of Japan
Du rythme.
and stick to their 4-point lead.
On va la chercher jusqu'au bout. Solide. Ça.
And
Bien.
even exceed it there.
Allez, Romain.
Making
Very
ground,
strong.
extending that lead.
Actif. Et on reste dessus. Jusqu'au bout. Encore.
Well, they evened out
Presque
on
là.
that end.
3 arrows, 14.
Allez, les gars.
4 points difference.
3 arrows remaining.
OK.
9.
Ça, Shikari.
Ideally, they'd like some 10s here.
To put the pressure on, yeah. They should. Got 2 arrows to do it.
9, just out of the 10 ring.
OK, OK.
Final arrow.
Just needed a little
Step.
push. 25 seconds on the clock. A little breeze coming over the field at the moment.
The team from Japan is a lot faster on the starting line, aren't they?
Shop.
Yeah, they are faster. They 12 seconds left on the clock after the last arrow.
Now, when you watch this team from France, albeit they do have the lead, but that final arrow, I'm willing to bet, is going to be shot with less than 5 seconds remaining in that time clock.
You
Solide.
probably will be right, as we've seen
Avec
the
le
last
regard.
3 ends.
Another
Ouais,
10
c'est
for
ça.
Jean-Charles Valladont.
But I guess it doesn't matter when they're shooting 10s
Allez,
like
Titi.
that.
Fort devant.
Shots a 10.
Du rythme. Et on l'accompagne jusqu'au bout. Dessus. C'est ça.
10.
C'est ça.
Back-to-back
Allez,
10s.
Final arrow.
20 secondes.
Yeah, well,
Clinch victory
Yes.
here.
I've seen this guy shoot, and he's not gonna let go on this victory.
10. Allez, on l'accompagne, solide.
5
Ça,
or
les
better
gars.
wins. It's a 10.
Yes.
10, 10, and 10.
Japan takes silver.
France has won the gold medal here
Alors là, vous allez en
with a
profiter.
convincing victory at the end, finishing up with 3 10s and win it 217, 211. They capture the gold medal in the Recurve men's team event.
C'est con parce que le qualité de tir était bien, mais
So recap of the Recurve men's team. It will be France in the gold medal spot. Japan takes the silver, followed by the United States claiming bronze. This afternoon's medal ceremony is next.
c'est bien, les gars. C'est le début.
You're watching continuing coverage of stage 2 of the World Archery Tour.
Chevalier.
It's the cup status here, and it's in Antalya, Turkey.